Never fear, Cindersh is here. And today I have for you another one of my storytelling and Dragon Ball videos for you. And the focus of this one will be the Dragon Balls as plot devices. Now, the Dragon Balls throughout the whole series have functioned as several different types of plot devices. I'm not going to say I'm going to cover all of them. I've tried to come up and match them up with as many as possible, but it's possible I've still missed a couple. Now, start off, very beginning of Dragon Ball. Bulma is off searching for the Dragon Balls, and she comes to Goku because he's got a Dragon Ball. They are, at this point, one of two things. A MacGuffin, and you can reasonably call them that, except they do get used. But they are this driving force that the hunt for them is what leads to a bunch of their adventures. Not they're actually getting them and making the wish, but just the hunt for them. So you can call it a MacGuffin, although it may be more accurate to call it a magnetic plot device where the search for them is what drives the series early on. So you've got that, and that's the first part of Dragon Ball. I mean, they start off hunting for the Dragon Balls. They go get the Dragon Balls. Because Goku searched for the Dragon Balls, he realizes there are people who are stronger than he is, and he wants to get stronger. So, because of the search for the Dragon Balls, he goes to train with Master Roshi. I mean, you see, the Dragon Balls here have driven this plot completely. And then he goes off after the tournament, because now the Dragon Balls should be capable of being found again to go find his 4-star ball. And in the process, comes across the Red Ribbon Army, who is searching for the Dragon Balls as well. And here we start to get a shift. They're not just a magnetic plot device or a MacGuffin. They're what you would call a gotta catch them all. You know, that whole Pokemon phrase, gotta catch them all. Well, the idea is there are several people now hunting for the Dragon Balls, and they become something a lot of people desire to have. You've got Goku, who's mostly just looking for his one Dragon Ball. You've got the Red Ribbon Army. You've got Pilaf, who's going to keep looking for the Dragon Balls. You're going to find out that Pilaf is going to revive Piccolo Daimao, and he's going to want the Dragon Ball so that he can have eternal youth. And Raditz is going to come to Earth, and because he finds out they could revive Goku, that gets heard by Nappa and Vegeta, and they want to have the Dragon Balls. And because of the Vegeta's discussions on Earth about the Namekians having the Dragon Balls, Frieza goes to Namek to get the Dragon Balls. And you see that they become this gotta catch them all, gotta have them all type thing. But in that process, they also become another plot device. They become a Diabolus Ex Machina. You know, the Deus Ex Machina allows good things to happen to people. The Diabolus Ex Machina brings about bad things for people because of these items. So, and because of the Dragon Balls, we end up getting the Red Ribbon Army hunting for them, and their desire to conquer the world. You've got Piccolo Daimao looking to gain eternal youth and rule the world. You've got Vegeta and Frieza seeking eternal life, and the fights, the deaths the death toll that rises on Namek in the search of their Dragon Balls. The death of the Z Warriors as Vegeta and Nappa come to Earth for Earth's Dragon Balls, and then they don't even get them because they killed Piccolo. Now, of course, they do also sometimes serve as a Deus Ex Machina. I mean, they brought Goku back to life. So, of course, Vegeta and Nappa couldn't have found him for a year anyway because they had just been used. And, you know, the Dragon Balls are used to bring back Piccolo. Bring back all the people killed by Frieza and his men. To create a new Namek. To take the Namekians to the new planet. The list goes on. I mean, they're used to restore the entire Earth when Boo destroys it. I mean, it's just, they become a deus ex machina. You can also call it a get out of jail free card. I mean, we see that here in Super, where Goku's so unconcerned with the death of Piccolo. Well, we can just go to get them back in Dragon Balls, which shouldn't be being used right now, or in the last 4 months, and we can wish Piccolo back. No big deal. It's a get out of jail free card. One time, a Dragon Ball itself actually became a character shield. Goku's off collecting them, and he's got the ones he doesn't need in his pouch. Then he's got his 4-star ball up in a different location, and it actually saves him from Tao Pai Pai's, from his Dodon Ray. He shoots him straight, what should have been straight in the heart, or a fatal wound anyway. But what he didn't realize is he actually hit one of the Dragon Balls, and so while Goku was bruised up and injured, he wasn't killed. And so the Dragon Ball actually served as a shield in that spot. And of course, we get it on the occasion. They serve kind of like a supernatural aid or a magical guide, where, they don't just necessarily have always made wishes on it, but they've asked the dragon questions and gotten an answer from them. That appears in Super, where they bring out Shenron to ask him how to make a Super Saiyan God. And some other times they ask if a wish can be done, and they get that information before they make the wish. So sometimes the dragon serves as a guide, or you can also call it a plot coupon. There's a chance to say, I've got the Dragon Balls, I can use this later. So Bulma gathered all of them and was going to use them as a prize. And then they ended up being needed. You could also call that a Chekhov's gun. They were just there. There was no real purpose intended for them at the time. But then Goku came and there was a purpose for them, and so they needed to be used right then and there. I think that covers pretty much all of them except GT. And in GT, they actually also serve as accidentally unleashing terrible evil. And this is seen in 2 different ways. One, because the Black Star Balls grant this wish, but then they're going to destroy the Earth if they're not gathered back together again. I mean, that's an accidental unleashing of a terrible evil. They didn't know that was going to happen. But also, with the using of the other Dragon Balls, we get the dragons and the evil they bring about because of the stored up negative energy that's been poured into these Dragon Balls over the whole course of the series of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. And even though some of that energy should have been dispersed by now, it seems all of it still has been accumulated and leads to the unleashing of these terrible dragons. So that's basically most of the ways in which the Dragon Balls are used as plot devices to drive the series, to make the events of the series continue to go. Like I said, if I've missed one and you can tell me what it is, feel free to post that in the comments. Let me know what you think of the video. This is Super Saiyan 7 Cindersh. Hope you'll like the video. I hope if you have not done so, you'll subscribe to my channel. And we'll be back with more content in the near future. Anytime I use a picture, or if I do use video footage from any of the anime, I do not own the content. The content is, of course, the creation of Akira Toriyama, and the rights either go to Toei Animation, Funimation Entertainment, or Viz Media. So please support them, as it is their content.